Is up, NSP Nation? So, guys, divisional round of playoffs. This is back.
Ooh,
By the way, sorry. Reed, you want to do your intro now?
what intro?
What intro?
P A
T
S.
S bats.
I love
I
that.
forgot about that.
Yeah, it's been a long week. But we're back here again, guys, with Bat spitting against the spread with NSP. We are sponsored by that nice logo right here with BetUS. Make sure you are 18 years or older to bet responsibly, yada, yada, yada. Playoffs, throw down some money, guys, but not more than your rent, okay? Make sure you got rent or mortgage, whatever you got. Alrighty, but we'll get right into this. I'll start logging in. I mean, last week, playoffs are gonna be playoffs. A lot of upsets. AJ and Reed went a nice 3-3. Not the best that they would have wanted, but it was better than me. Went 2-4. Horrible. But I mean, I did say I could be the one that was gonna just do like downright bad. So this is the first time that we are looking at the divisional round. First time we're checking out the spreads, right, Reed? First time?
First time for me, yeah.
Oh, whatever.
I
Give
did-
me
I-
a break.
Oh, I cannot believe how much we just got disrespected. All right, keep going.
Anyways, we got the first matchup here on Saturday at 4:30. It's gonna be a good one, I think. Now, the way the Texans just like demolished the Browns this past weekend, I mean, it was nice to see. Totally upset all three of us. We all chose the Browns. Texans came out victorious by a landslide. But I mean, Baltimore is like disrespecting the Texans again with this spread. Baltimore is favored by 9.5 here, so -9.5. I don't know. I think I have a little chip on my shoulder for the Texans now, so I think I just might be spicy. Might take the underdogs here with this big spread. So give me Houston. I think 9.5 is too much, even though the Baltimore Ravens are a totally different team than the Browns.
You see, the Ravens got crowned the best team in the NFL, so they're going to get treated like the best team in the NFL, right? But the Houston Texans are just built different. They got a coach that can get them out of sticky situations. And if the NFL had a complete redraft of every single player on every single team, I'm choosing CJ Stroud #1 overall. I love this guy. I think he's amazing. Yes, I'm choosing him over Patrick Mahomes. I think the Ravens will win this one, but I don't think they're going to win by 10 points. Give me the Houston Texans and that tough defense. Give it a fight to the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, it may just be me wanting to pick the underdog here, but I think the Texans have a legitimate chance to win this game, and I don't like them being disrespected by 9.5 points. I expected the spread to be around 4 or 5. 9.5 is just way too much for me. I like how CJ Stroud is playing. The Ravens, yes, they're good. Mark Andrews should be making a comeback this week as long as there's no setbacks. He was a full participant today on Wednesday when we were recording this. I think the Ravens have a lot of good things going for them, but we've never seen them get out of the divisional round. I think this may be a repeat of it, or they might be just scrape by and get to the NFC or AFC Championship. I like what this Texans team is doing. They're young. They don't know what the pressure they should be feeling. I think they should definitely go out there, give it their all. I think they can keep it close at the very least. Give me the Texans.
Nice. So it's a total flip of the switch here this week for us. We're believing in the Texans again, even though AJ and I said, they are a great team. We just didn't know how they were going to do because they're young, very, very young. But they proved themselves. Let's see how they do in the divisional round. NSP has got Houston to cover. So next game, Reed, Saturday night. AJ, Saturday night. I don't know who to give the mic to here. Hopefully you guys are together watching this game because I would love to just like record a TikTok or something of someone getting body slammed. But we'll see. So I don't know. I'm gonna let y'all do rock, paper, scissors or something to announce your teams or something.
Well, it looks like you're ready to go, Reed. Did you want to go first?
I'll pass the mic to you, AJ, so I can have a rebuttal.
Okay. I just wanted to know, Reed, that I'd choose our friendship over the 49ers any day. Okay? That's how much I have for you.
I would too, AJ. Honestly, I would.
Yeah.
Side note, AJ would not do this for me. It's a
Oh,
Seahawks game.
will not do it for Seattle. Not at all. But we have a lot of history. A lot of people want to talk about history with the Packers and the Cowboys. But look at all the history with the Niners and Packers. This is the most, what do you call it? The most times these teams have matched up in the playoffs. I'm wording that completely wrong, but these guys have seen each other going for 10 times this Saturday, which is the most in NFL history with any other team. So it's going to be great. And I got one message to say to everyone out there. Okay, it's okay to be excited about Jordan Love. He's very talented. It's okay to be excited about this young Green Bay Packers team. These two teams are going to be fighting each other for the next 10 years, in my opinion. These guys are the NFC now. Okay. But here's one thing and one very important thing. These San Francisco 49ers are not the Dallas Cowboys. We're not going to leave guys wide open. We're not going to give Jordan Love all the time in the world. No, this 49ers team is built different. We are the number 1 seed for a reason. And number 1 seed to number 2, the Cowboys, I know people are going to say it, they're the number 2 seed. It's a huge gap. Not even close. What happened when the Niners faced the Cowboys? Huh? What happened? 40-3. Does anyone want to talk about that? No, but that's okay. Green Packers, a lot of respect for you guys, a lot of respect for the organization. I like Jordan Love, and he's going to do great things. But you know what? The 49ers are coming to play. We got a top-tier defense with a top-tier offense. Brock Purdy's playing with tons of chips on his shoulder. Same thing with Jordan Love. Hard fought. You know me. I'm taking San Francisco over here. I think the Niners are going to show why they are the number 1 seed.
Very well said, AJ. There's not a whole lot I can say to say, oh, you're wrong. No, you were completely right. The Niners are not the Cowboys. I don't think that the Packers are going to dog walk the Niners like they dog walk the Cowboys. Right? It's just not going to happen. I was shocked when it happened to the Cowboys. I would be even more shocked if it happened against the Niners. But this is what I will say. All right, the Packers have been playing hot. We've been playing hot. We've been playing week in, week out like it's playoff mode because it has been playoff mode for a long time for us. The Niners, they had a bye week this past week, and then before that, they sat their starters. They're not just cold, they're stone cold. Colder than how Texas is right now, all right? That's how cold they are, all right? They're talented, don't get me wrong. They have talent everywhere. Both sides of the ball, on the defensive line, offensive line, skill players, etc. There is talent everywhere. But they have not been playing football for a while. They have been cold, and I think that could be potential for the Packers to slip in there. I think the Packers have a great chance to win this game. If we played the way we came out against the Cowboys, we came out early, we get the ball first, we score first, I think it's going to be really hard for the Niners to be able to come back on top of this Packers offense. It's going to be a tough game for the Packers, don't get me wrong. But I don't just think that they can win the game. I definitely think they can cover 9.5 points. It will be a close game. I don't like 9.5. Give me the Packers. Vince?
Not bad. So, I mean, the spread is humongous again.
Yeah.
So back-to-back 9.5 points. We have not said that yet. But the spread is at negative 9.5. So the 49ers have to win by 10. I agree with Reed that they haven't played in a while. Their starters got sat in week 18. So it's been a long 2 weeks. But I also agree with AJ saying that there is a big difference in the teams here in the NFC. It's the San Francisco 49ers on top. And, I mean, everybody else is not even in the screen. They're down here. So that's just the way it plays out. I do know that the 49ers are going to win this game. I'll probably bet money on it, but I'll probably lose money by betting for that because they are top-notch teams. So the odds will probably not be in the favor for me to win any money on that. But the spread is just gigantic, and I do think Reed is correct by saying that if the Packers score first, it's going to be a very close game. Still think the 49ers win at the end of it. But, the last time we saw this, guys, I mean, it was down to a field goal. And I remember being in AJ's apartment, and that field goal did not go the 49ers' way. But yeah,
that was the game of the regular season.
That was a regular season game.
It was regular season, for sure.
We came back later in the playoffs.
Yes, unfortunately.
Yeah, so that's the last time I remember watching the game all together. It was a fun moment.
It was flipped. Wasn't it?
What?
At that year, it was flipped. Green Bay was the first or second seed.
We were the number 1 seed.
And we were the wild card. At that time, it was number 6.
Mm-hmm.
The wild card, number 6, and we made it in, and we made it to the championship game. That was
scored a touchdown off a punt and made us lose.
Yeah. So I mean, a lot of history here, guys. It's going to be a great game. But I think I'm going to go with the Packers here to cover. I still think 49ers win, but I just think the spread is too big here for me. Could be totally wrong. This could be another scene of the Packers beating the heck out of the Cowboys, but it's reversed. The 49ers beat the heck out of the Packers. But like I said, both ways could go. Who knows? So for NSP, at least, it's going to be the Packers here to cover. But, I mean, I think we're all pretty confident that the 49ers have the better shot to win.
Hey, Doc.
But, yeah.
I do need you to prescribe me something, man. For the past few days, man, I have not been able to sleep. Like, I wake up drenched in sweat while it's 17 degrees outside, drenched in sweat, and all I can think about is 3 more wins. The Niners need 3 more wins.
Hey, you better just be worrying about the first win, all right, AJ?
Of course.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
One game at a time.
One game at a time, buddy.
One game at a time.
Jeez, man. I don't know what to prescribe you, AJ. There's so much things that can help that, but there's nothing that can help the nightmares. So we'll see, man. But I just know it's going to be a great game. And that's just Saturday, boys. We got 2 more games to go through here. Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Detroit Lions. First game on Sunday at 3:00. Detroit's favored by 6.5. Buccaneers put a hurting on the Eagles. Eagles just look so dysfunctional in that entire game. Nothing went their way. No refs throwing flags in their favor. I mean, they couldn't even get the tush push to get a first down in a couple occasions. So it just looked really bad. Tampa Bay, Baker Mayfield, he's earned himself the contract, right, Reed? I mean,
it's looking like it right now.
Yeah, so he's got them their first dub over there since Tom Brazizel left this building. I think I'm going to go with Detroit, though. I still think they have a chip on their shoulder. They played well against the Rams. Like I said last week, that game was neck and neck. I didn't know who to choose. Chose the Rams, but ended up being the Lions who won the game. I think the Lions win again. I think they go to the NFC championship, and they're probably going to face the Niners. So it should be a good matchup. But yeah, give me Detroit.
The thing with these 2 teams is like once they both are like can't get anything going offensively, these 2 guys just sling the ball. Baker Mayfield and Jared Goff, they just start tossing the rock, and that's what scares me because these Detroit Lions corners, they're horrible. They're horrible. They allowed over 300 yards against the Rams, and the Rams have a good offense. I won't say nothing less than that, right? But Tampa Bay, oh man, if Baker Mayfield could throw for over 300 yards against Detroit, that's scary. Okay, but Detroit did get to Matthew Stafford, how many, like 7 times this past game? So I'm going to go with Detroit Lions. They got to keep the game interesting. They got to be ahead, just like how the Packers need to do. Like in order to beat the Niners, got to step on their throats and don't let go, right? They got to keep going. So give me the Detroit Lions covering the spread and winning this game.
All right. So before the Buccaneers played this past Monday, I was 100% on Detroit winning. I still believe that they will win this game. But Tampa Bay Buccaneers, even though I very much believe the Eagles are a bad team, they very much surprised me on how they were able to move the ball against them, score points, and it was very, very impressive. And I loved how Baker was playing. If he can translate that again into this game, I definitely think it'll be close. I think 6.5 is just a little bit too large of a spread for me. I do have Detroit winning this game. I want them to lose, obviously, for obvious reasons. But I'm going to take the Bucs here to cover at the very least. I like Baker. I think he keeps it close. They're playing for a lot, in my opinion. And Detroit, I think they just keep games a little bit too close for comfort. So I'm going to take the Bucs here.
Not bad, not bad. So we got Detroit here as NSP's pick. But we'll move on to the last game on Sunday, and of course it has to be the Chiefs after, I said it, they were going to win. You know, they were going to turn into the playoff Kansas City Chiefs. And Andy Reid got his cheeseburger most likely after his mustache was frozen. He had to thaw that thing out. But yeah, this game is a shocker to me. Even after that big win by the Chiefs, the Bills are still favored by 2.5. I have the Bills winning this. I just think that's how it's going to happen. Kansas City, I think their luck's going to run out. Buffalo Bills and the Mafia over there are different. So it's not a home game for the Chiefs. I just think it's going to go in the favor of the Bills. So I think I'm just going to take the Bills here. Both teams are stacked offensively, at least what it looked like this past week. So we'll see who has more firepower this week. So I think Buffalo does.
I mean, we've seen it all season, and this is probably the worst game that we've seen in the playoffs from Travis Kelce for the Kansas City Chiefs. It was bad. He missed a lot of passes. But I think it was because of Kansas City's defense, why they stuck in the game. And I have a lot to say about that game. I was very disappointed with Miami Dolphins. That was their game to lose. They weren't being creative. They didn't get Tyreek Hill involved in the way he needed to be involved. It was just very disappointing, and they beat themselves. Okay, but Kansas City Chiefs are a great team in the playoffs. But fun fact here, Patrick Mahomes has never played in Buffalo, ever. I mistaken that, right? He's played once, but that was during the COVID year, so no fans. This is going to be the first time ever that he's going to be playing with Bills Mafia, and I do feel like that does play a factor. This is a whole different ballgame. Right. And these refs are going to be all, oh no, we gotta, I can't say this on a recording, right? I can't say it, but they're going to be very friendly towards Patrick Mahomes. But despite that, the Buffalo Bills, it is their time to shine. It is their time to wipe out the Kansas City Chiefs. They need to do it. If not, hey man, some major changes need to be made. Honestly, because this is just keep going on and on and on. They're not the Dallas Cowboys who are going to keep Mike McCarthy, who are going to keep Dak Prescott, who are going to keep everyone and do the same thing over and over again. That's insanity. But the Buffalo Bills will win this game with home field advantage. I absolutely love it. Bills Mafia, let's ride.
All right. Do we know if it's going to snow before the game for the Bills? Because if it does, they've got to figure something out with the shoveling, because I felt bad for the fans. That was ridiculous. You guys see that?
$20 an hour.
They were guy was just slumped on the snow. He couldn't even get to his seats. Or the Steelers fan who was just plowing through the snow. They got to figure something out. Lambeau's got to give them their notes on how we do it all the time.
The snow slide. What are you talking about? The snow slide.
That's not a feature of their stadium. That's not a thing. All right. But for me, this is Patrick Mahomes. AJ said it, his first time in Buffalo or whatever. This is his first time in the playoffs playing on the road. He has always had in the playoffs, except the Super Bowl, obviously. He's always done it in Kansas City. This is unfamiliar territory for him. Yeah, he's gone and won away games before in the regular season, but the playoffs is a different atmosphere. All right, that stadium is a different atmosphere during playoff games. Okay, and it's not gonna. They're gonna have a lot more fans, hopefully jam packed in there, if they can figure out the snow thing, or hopefully it doesn't snow for them. All right, but I think that the Chiefs, they've been dysfunctional all year long. The Buffalo Bills, they've had their moments of being pretty dysfunctional and not looking like a top-tier team, but that's mostly because of, Josh Allen's multiple interceptions and reckless play. But that reckless play keeps them in games. I think the Buffalo Bills can definitely win this game. I definitely think they can cover this game. I got the Bills minus 2.5. I'm honestly surprised. It's just because it's Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. That's the only reason why this spread is not larger. If you took away Patrick Mahomes and put a quarterback other than Patrick Mahomes who has the same stat lines onto that Chiefs, this would be a +7, 9.5 spread that we're talking about. This Chiefs team is not what they're cracked up to be. It's just Patty Mahomes' name that's keeping them in there. Give me the Bills. I think this is a really good spread in my opinion.
Not bad, not bad. Well, for you guys who are going to bet on this game for sure, I mean, it says it's going to be cloudy with sun. There's no snow there, but it is going to be cold. 11 degrees is the low, so it'll probably be hovering around 15 at the time this game kicks off and the sun is down. But yeah, I mean, Buffalo is the pick here, guys. I mean, we're all in favor here. I think it's going to be a great week of football again. I think these night games are going to be the ones that are just the best. You know, it's always the night games that happen out to be great ones. So we'll go over it again. Houston Texans. I mean, shocker of the playoffs probably. Green Bay Packers are probably the next one there, but they've been here before, so they know what to do. Detroit Lions. I hope they keep rolling. It's just a good story. And then Buffalo Bills. Hopefully they dethrone the big brother there in that division. It's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. So good weekend of football. Sadly, no Monday game, but it's still going to be great to see the playoffs move forward. But as we always say, guys, bet responsibly with BetUS. Bet with us. Hit the link down in the description. Multiply your money by 125%. So on, so on, so on. Bet responsibly. Make sure you have rent and mortgage. And I mean, guys, do you have anything else to say about football?
Let's go, man. I'm so excited. 3 more wins. Got to get there.
No matter how this game goes for me, I'm so excited and proud of what the Packers have been able to do this season. Go Pack, go.
Amen. As you have heard it here, these games are going to be great. These teams that are still in the playoffs for these two guys, they're showing out. So we'll see how that game turns out. But that'll be all for us on bats of the divisional round. So as we always say, guys, keep on grinding.